I'm 40, I'm a dad, and I'm changing my life. I turned 40 this year, and I've now decided that this is the year that I'm going to get in shape. This is the year that I'm going to lose some weight. I've been overweight my entire life. When I was in high school, it was not so bad. I lifted a lot of weights. I played a lot of football. It was fine. Everything was fine. After high school, I went into culinary school and I went into the restaurant business. It was a great business to be in as a young person. Unfortunately, the lifestyle that I had was not conducive with health. I spent a lot of nights working. I spent a lot of time working late at night, working on holidays and weekends, and that was just not conducive for health. In 2010, we had twin boys to go along with our other girl, and I decided to stay home. Now, the staying home with them was a blessing and a curse. I had a great time, but you know what? There was nobody there most of the time. My wife has a very demanding, busy job, and it was a lot of time by myself with the kids. But as the babies, how much is there to do, or how much interaction are you getting? Let me go back to another time in my life where I spent a lot of time by myself. So I was a latchkey kid. Many of us were in the early 90s. I was a latchkey kid, and there was no one there to say anything, and I ate a lot of food. I ate a lot of sugar. I ate a lot of candy. My parents had a lot of stuff in the house, and nobody was there. And so, being by myself, I just had free reign for all of the stuff, all of the things that were in there, all the sweets and the candies and everything. I just ate a lot, and I think that has a lot to do with the weight problem that I've had for my whole life. Unfortunately, this also bred a thing I didn't even realize until I got into my late 30s, early 40s, where I am now, is I have a problem with sneaking things when nobody's watching. I think that somewhere in my brain, if nobody sees me, then it doesn't count. The calories don't count. The food doesn't count. It's so tough because I think I can fool myself. I think I can fool biology. I think I can fool my body. That's not the case. You can't fool your body. At the end of the day, it's you and it's what you put in your mouth. It's just really hard because I get to a point where I feel good and I'm losing weight and I'm feeling good about myself, and then I think I'm done. Or I get a time by myself and I'm like, well, nobody's here, so I'm just gonna have this food. I'm gonna go hit the drive-thru. There are times that I would go to Target for the grocery store, and I knew that nobody was gonna be home when I got home, so I would get a Ben and Jerry's pint, and I would eat it before anyone got home. This hiding stuff, this deceiving things is, for some reason, my brain, it says, yes, go ahead and do it. Nobody will know. But my body knows. You can't hide. You can't undo the things that you put in your mouth. Once you eat it, you can't undo it. I think that was one of the biggest struggles that I'm having, or that I'm working my way through now, is as I get older, I realize that I'm not fooling anybody. I look at myself in the mirror, and you know what? That's a direct correlation to the choices that I made. I say all that to say this. Now's the time. I'm doing it. We're going to do it together. I really hope that some of y'all will come with me on this journey. I know this is going to speak to some people, whether it's stay-at-home dads, whether it's stay-at-home moms, whether it is just parents in general who are trying to take back their health. You have to do it. I think when I turned 40 this year, in July I turned 40, and I thought to myself, I go, two things. Either I'm going to do this now, or I'm just going to say screw it, and I'm just going to do it. I'm just not even going to care anymore, and I'm just going to do whatever I want. I chose to do it. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to lose this weight. I have a big goal. Last Christmas, I weighed in at the highest weight I've ever weighed in my life. I went over 300 pounds. I was 302 pounds. I've never told anyone that, and I can't believe I'm saying that over the internet. I went to 302 pounds, and that was scary. I got to have passed that, and I was like, oh man, what's going on? Where do we go from here? I feel like after you pass that milestone, after you get over that 300 pound mark, that 350 is right around the corner. The time it takes from 300 to 350 is like no time at all. And I don't want that to happen. On my birthday, I started at 292 pounds. Couldn't be more disgusted with myself. I'm 40 years old, and now I'm at 292 pounds. So we had a party for my 40th birthday. It was great. Had great friends. It was awesome. And that next day, I said, okay, we're doing this. It's funny when you put yourself out there and you say, I'm going to do something, how you get challenged right away. Everything kind of crumbles around you just to prove, are you sure? Are you sure you're on board? Are you sure you're ready? But there's 6 of us, so we all have to kind of buy in, and we have to do this. That's another thing I want to teach people, is how to incorporate your family into what you're trying to do. I want to help you. If you're watching this and this is resonating with you, I want to help you. I want to do it together. We need a community. We need a community to huddle around and do and use this process that I'm going to line out for you as, let's change our lives. Let's look back on this year and say, okay, this was the year, this was the turning point, this was the way that we did it, and we got there. I started at 292 pounds on my birthday. Basically, when I line in the sand, we're going to do this, that was what it was. Today, I weighed in at 284 pounds. Now, this is not the amount of progress that I would like in the first 2 months. It's time to start ramping it up. I haven't even incorporated that much exercise. I am understanding how I need to log every food, not just some of the foods, not just when I hit my my calorie floor or hit my calorie ceiling, then I stop. I have to be accountable to myself, not accountable to anyone else. I need to focus on me. I need to be accountable to me. I would like for you to join me. I would like to get down to 215 pounds. I have not been that weight since I was a 8th grader or a freshman in high school. I basically have that goal just because I need something to shoot for. I don't even know what that looks like. I don't know what 215 pound looks like. In my adult life, the lowest I've got was 263 pounds. It's funny, I remember the day. I remember what it looked like. It was 260 pounds. I was training for a marathon, 15 years ago. I have lots of goals. I'm not done yet. I'm only 40. I got lots of life to live. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put recipes on this channel. I'm going to put motivation on this channel. I will show you what I'm doing with fitness, but I want you to do it with me. I need some people to huddle around me. I want to huddle around you. We are going to do this. If this resonates with you, I need you to hit subscribe, hit the like button. We need to bring this out to as many people as possible. We are going to have a small but mighty group, so we're going to do it together. Again, hit subscribe. Let's get into this. Let's get in the comments. I want to know who you are. I want to know what your goals are. I want to know what your struggles are. Get in those comments. Let's start a conversation. I'm doing this. You're doing it with me. Let's go.